Hi, parents. Hope you guys are all doing well. This is a unique time for all of us, and we're super excited to get back on the field. And we can at this point see a bit of a light at the end of the tunnel. But this recording here is going to basically be my opportunity to give you who your coaches are going to be for next year. As many of you know that have been in Toca, I typically do this on an individual team meeting setting where I meet with each one of your teams and I get feedback from you guys. And obviously, the favorite part every year is when you guys at the end get to hear me tell you who your coach is. And so, just with how everything's gone during this spring, we need to get this information to you. And so, this is the way that we're going to do it. And so the next few minutes here are going to be as I unveil who your coaches will be for next year. As you guys know, in Toca FC, one of the things that we've always done is we try to rotate the coaches every 2 to 3 years. We feel like this is an important part of your child's development as they get an opportunity to hear different voices throughout their career. They get different perspectives of the game as well as get to understand how to deal with different personalities and different coaching styles. And we've always felt like this was a very positive thing for development. With everything that's gone on, I will be honest with you though, we've really taken a look at our coaching assignments for next year. And the thing that I would say that we've focused on is stability. We've tried to make as few of changes as possible. This came from feedback from our coaches. It came from me just thinking about this current situation that we're in and how unique it is. And also as I've tried to gain a vision of what the future looks like. What does it look like to get back to normal and get our kids playing soccer again? I personally can't wait for that to happen. I know my kids are super excited about that. And so even as we administrated the club, we began to think about those things. And so we feel like stability is an important piece. Obviously, there are a few teams in Toca that need to change because coaches have been with those teams 2 to 3 years, and the change needs to happen. But as much as we could, we tried to keep stability within the club, and that was a really, really important piece. And so without any further ado, I'm going to announce by age group who your coaches are for next year. All right, first up is the newest team to the premier section of our club, Boys 2013s. These kids, many of them have been in our developmental team program, and then the rest of the kids that will come out at tryouts will make up the content of this team. But this is the first group that kind of moves out of our DT and into full premier. And the Boys 2013 coach this year is going to be Coach Danny Daniels. Coach Danny has been in our DT program for a few years. He's a young man that's incredibly passionate about coaching. We're super excited that he's ready to move on and move up into the premier ranks. And so he will take that team. The next age group is our Boys 2012 group. This group has been full premier for a year now, and we will add a second team to this. So this will be MLS and USL for this next year. And for the second year, Coach Jose Ramos will take this group. He's done a phenomenal job and sticking with our curriculum of keeping coaches with teams 2 to 3 years. This will be Coach Jose's second year in the age group. In the girls 2012 group, we will have Coach Danny Daniels. The girls are a little bit different than the boys in that this will be this girls group first year at Premier. Again, these kids will come out of our DT program and also be made up of kids who attend tryouts. And Coach Danny Daniels will have this group. Boys 2011. Our plan this year is to have 3 teams in the Boys 2011 group. We'll have an MLS, a USL, and a PDL. Continuing with the continuity, Andrew McClanahan will have the MLS team. He's had them. This will be his 3rd year, and he's done a magnificent job with them and is looking forward to continuing. The USL will have Coach Luke. Again, Coach Luke had this group this year, and so this will be his 2nd year. As a new coach last year to Toca, he's done an incredible job. We're excited to keep him on this age group. And then the Boys 2011 PDL team will be a brand new team that will form out of tryouts. And Coach Javier Beltran will have that. Coach Beltran's been with Toca for a few years now, but he will move to the boys' side specifically for this team. On the girls' side, girls 2011, again for the second year, Coach Jose. And he'll have the MLS group, and then we will form a new girls 2011 USL team out of tryouts, and Coach Jose will have that. We're trying as we can to keep coaches with two teams in the age group to provide continuity in how they develop, and also gives coaches the opportunity to move kids as they see fit. And so Coach Jose will take both of those teams in the girls 2011 group. The next age group is our boys 2010s. Our boys 2010s for next year will have 3 teams. And this group, again, will remain the same as it was. We had 3 teams this year. We'll have 3 teams next year. And on the MLS, Coach Alec will take the group for the 3rd year. Coach Alec will also take the USL team. And this will be his 2nd year with the USL team. And then Coach Jason will take the 3rd team. He had them this year. Coaches have done an incredible job. And so we wanted to keep those guys with these age groups. We're super excited about that. On the girls 2010 side, we will have 2 teams, and Coach Javi will keep those 2 teams. This will be his 3rd year with the MLS team. It'll be his 2nd year with the USL team. So we'll have 2 teams on the girls side, and Coach Javi will take those 2 teams. Next age group is boys 2009. The boys 2009, we added a team in tryouts last year, and so this is one of the biggest age groups in Toca. We actually have 4 teams in this age group. It's a very strong age group, and the reason why we made the decision to add the 4th team last year during tryouts. And so this year, for the 2nd year, Coach Kyle will take the boys 2009 MLS team. Coach Michael will stay with the USL team. This will be Coach Michael's 3rd year with that group. He's done a great job. We're excited to have him continue. Coach Martin, one of the new coaches last year to Toca, will take the PDL team for the 2nd year. And Coach Luke will continue with the 4th team for the 2nd year. And so again, just continuity in that age group as we keep all the coaches with the same exact teams. On the girls' side, the girls 2009s, we will have 2 teams. This is one of the age groups where we'll make a change. Coach Alvey's done a fantastic job with this age group. He's been with them for 2 years. This gives us the opportunity to move this group onto a new coach. And it's actually the only new coach who's coming into Toca FC this year. As you know, we have a very thorough process when we bring coaches into Toca FC. And I cannot tell you how excited I am to have David Nesbahal joining us as the new coach in Toca. Coach Nez has been with the SBV program for the last 7 years. He's a phenomenal man. He'll be a great mentor for your daughter and absolutely loves the game and is a very accomplished coach. So Coach Nez will take the 2009 MLS and 2009 USL group for the girls, again, to provide that continuity across the age group so that he gets to know the entire age group, which should aid the girls' development as they grow with Coach Nez. The next age group is boys 2008. The boys 2008 is a very strong group in Toca. We'll have 3 teams as we have the last few years. We will make a change. Again, this is another age group where we'll make a change. The MLS boys 2008 will have Coach Alvey, as well as the USL. So Coach Alvey will take the MLS and the USL teams. Coach Alvey's been in Toca for quite a few years now. He's an absolutely wonderful, wonderful young man who absolutely loves to coach. And there's no doubt in my mind that the boys will absolutely love Coach Alvey, and he'll do an incredible job in what is one of the strongest boys teams in our club. And so Coach Alvey will move across and take on that challenge. Coach J-Ram will continue with the 3rd team. Coach J-Ram, this will be his 2nd year. Again, as a new coach coming in last year, he's done an incredible job, and we look forward to watching him with this team again this next year. On the girls 2008 side, we will continue with the girls 2008 MLS team. We will look to see if we have the numbers to add a second team in that age group at tryouts. But Coach Luke has taken that team and done an incredible job. And so Coach Luke will stay with this team. This will be his second year with the girls 2008 age group. The next age group is our boys 2007. Our boys 2007 age group, again, is very, very strong. We actually have 2 Division I teams in this age group. And so, again, for the third year, Coach JC will take the MLS and the USL teams. He's done an incredible job with this age group, and I know there's a lot of parents and kids cheering right now that they get to keep JC for one more year. And so we were happy to do that, and Coach JC has been super positive about this group and is excited to move forward with them. Likewise with Coach Marco on the PDL. Coach Marco will be in his second year. Super excited to have him join TOCA last year, and he'll do an amazing job as he has this year, and we'll continue with that. And then Coach Jason on the 4th team. So once again, another age group where we're able to keep all the coaches the exact same to provide that continuity as we move across there. The girls 2007, again, a very strong group in TOCA on the girls side. We added a 3rd team last year in tryouts, so this is one of the only girls sides where we have 3 teams in the age group. We will continue with those 3 teams. And again, kind of a favorite of the club is Coach Andrew Miller. And Coach Andrew is going to continue with the girls 2007 MLS and the girls 2007 USL teams. And then Coach Luke will continue with the 2007 PDL team. So again, continuity across the board there. Next age group is boys 2006. The boys 2006 age group will have 2 teams next year, as we have. This is another age group that has done really, really well. And so again, we wanted to try to keep things status quo there. Coach Bryce will remain with the MLS team. This will be his 3rd year, and Coach J Ram will stay with the 2nd team. This is his 2nd year. On the girls side, the girls 2006 age group, this is the strongest age group in the club for the girls side. And our 2 teams have done very, very well. Coach Alvey will continue with the MLS group. This will be his 2nd year, as we made a change last year in that age group. And the 2nd team coach, again, for the 2nd year will be Coach Marco. Coach Marco and Coach Alvey have done a great job in this age group, and we look forward to, as these girls move kind of into the U15 age group, what the coaches will be able to do with this group moving forward. Boys 2005 is next. Boys 2005 will have 3 teams. This is what we've had. This has been a really strong age group in TOCA for quite some time. Quite a bit of depth in this age group. And so again, keeping coaches the exact same. Coach Johnny Duker on the MLS, Coach Brandon on the USL, and Coach Michael Gunther on the 3rd team. Again, these 3 coaches have done an incredible job. This will be Coach Duker's 2nd year with the group. Coach Brandon and Coach Michael as well in their 2nd year. We look forward to this group and this age group continuing to grow. On the girls' side, the 2005s will remain with 1 team. This is what we've had in the club for quite some time. And again, another club favorite, and I'm sure there's going to be cheers and maybe even some tears when I announce that Coach Nasco is going to keep the girls 2005s. This will be Coach Nasco's 3rd year with this group. He's done a great job of building this group and continuing to advance up the ranks. And this group now stands as a Division II level team and will continue to develop and push towards a Division I level. Boys 2004s, as we start to get into the older age groups, we'll have 2 teams. Coach Max joined us from SBV a few years ago, has done an amazing job with this group. This is one of the top boys groups in the city, with both of our teams doing very, very well respectively in the divisions that they play. And Coach Max for the 3rd year will take both of these teams, both the MLS and the USL. We hope that this next year they'll actually get to play State Cup. We were looking incredibly forward to State Cup this year with this group, as they were going to push for a State Cup title with that top group. But unfortunately, with everything that happened, we didn't get that opportunity. So we just look forward in anticipation for those days as we look ahead. On the girls side, girls 2004, this is two teams. We basically formed these teams last year in tryouts. Our girls side of the club has continued to grow, and this is an indication with what's happened here in the 2004 age group. Within 2 years of adding this 2004 team to our club on the girls side, they are a Division I team, and Coach Nasco will keep this group for the second year, and Coach Marco will keep the second team again for the second year. And so we look forward to both of those coaches continuing the growth within this group. Boys 2003 is next. The boys 2003 will have two teams once again. And Coach Alec took over the MLS team last year. He will continue for a second year. And Coach Michael took a brand new 2003 USL team last year in tryouts, did a great job with them this year, and he'll continue for the second year as well. On the girls' side, the 2003s will continue with two teams. This is the oldest team that we have in the club for our girls' side, and this is a team that started all the way back when they were 6 years old, and so we continue to look at this team as kind of the flagship group in TOCA for the girls. They've done incredibly well, and we've watched them grow. And so now as they head into the older high school ranks and as the girls begin to get recruited to go to colleges, we look forward to having the opportunity. And that made the decision for us. Coach Alvey had the MLS group for 3 years. And so we needed to move him on to another group and give these girls another opportunity in front of a different coach. And I'm super excited that Coach Trent Remick is going to take this group and take these girls all the way out through their high school careers. Coach Trent had our 2001 boys the last few years. He's done an amazing job of not only developing those boys, but giving them an opportunity to see a college opportunity exist where the kids wanted that. And so he brings a lot of communication with coaches, a lot of relationships that he's built over the last few years, and he'll be able to provide that expertise for our girls' side as he takes both the MLS and the USL teams this year on the girls' side. On the boys 2002s, these are our oldest boys for next year. This is where we will make a change. With the 2002s being very split between seniors and juniors this year, we will have to see what tryouts look like. Our anticipation is that we'll have two teams in this age group. And so with that in mind, we moved Bryce on. He had this team for 2 seasons. And Coach Brandon was in with the second team this year, and he got familiar with the age group. And so we just simply give Coach Brandon the entire age group, and he will coach the MLS team. We will wait to see what happens with the second team in tryouts. Like I said, as this age group is split between juniors and seniors, we'll have to watch the numbers. And if the second team looks to form in tryouts, Coach Martin will take that team. And so we look forward to seeing what tryouts looks like and that group. So these are all our teams at the premier stage of TOCA FC. So these are all our coaching assignments. Like I said, this is a unique time. Typically we do this in person with you guys, but we needed to do it this way. So I hope you're super excited. I'm incredibly grateful that the opportunity presented itself, like I said, to keep a lot of continuity across the board. And with the coaching changes that we did have to make, we're super excited about that. I'm obviously biased, but I feel like we have one of the best coaching staffs in the entire city, men and women who absolutely love your kids and pour their heart and souls into making sure that not only do they have a great experience in the game, but more importantly, that they're mentored in the right way. And as we begin to watch them from the youngest age groups to the oldest age groups grow into young adults, that we get to play a small part in that. And so we appreciate everything that you guys do. We appreciate the partnership that we have with you guys as parents and the opportunity that we have to coach your kids. One of the groups that we didn't talk about is our youngest group, is our developmental teams program and our TOCA FC Juniors program. Our TOCA FC Junior program is a 3 through 6-year-old program, and that is run by Coach Chico. Coach Chico is the director of the program and will continue to do so. Those of you that have been a part of that know Coach Chico. He's famous in his own rights, with little kids running up to him all over the place and playing make-believe Coach Chico in the house. And so many of our kids that play in TOCA FC have been mentored and developed by Coach Chico at the youngest level. And then the next stage up is our developmental teams. And Coach Andrew McClanahan has done an amazing job of growing that program and being the director of that program. He will continue that for one more year. Our developmental team staff, our young coaches who are earning their way into the game, and they're learning about what it takes to be a coach, and they're pouring their love and their passion of the game into these kids. And so we will continue with that model. And super excited about that program as it continues to grow. So as you can see in Tok FC, there's opportunities for your kids from age 3 all the way through age 19. And we love that about our club. We love that diversity and that opportunity that exists to kind of meet your kids exactly where they're at and provide them an incredible experience in this great game. That's it, folks. We love you, and we look forward to seeing you on the fields, hopefully sooner than later. And we'll go from here. We appreciate you and we love you. Take care.